everyone, I'm Karen and welcome to my channel. In this episode, we'll be camping and exploring Big Spring out in Ozarks National scenic riverways. They have a visitor center and it says open, so let's go inside. In the visitor center, they've got a nice little photographic display. This area was built by the CCC in the 1930s. This is a map of the Ozark National scenic riverways, part of the National Park Service. I passed a few of these along the highway. There's Blue Springs, Alley Spring. I remember passing that one. Two Rivers, Powder Mill, Round Spring. We are near Van Buren, so we are here, Big Spring, and this is the river. I just bought this book 2 days ago along on my way from Colorado going across country, and I'm here now at the Ozarks National Scenic Riverways, and I'm going to get a stamp my new book. All right, so they don't sell the stamp to go into the book, but I was able to stamp my book with the date, and then they had another stamp for the 250th anniversary of America. So, you know, we are so fortunate that Roosevelt created the CCC in the 1930s, because 90 years later, all Americans and really people from all over the world can come here and enjoy all the beautiful parks that they built for us. Big Spring, Missouri is considered to be the largest natural spring in the U.S., with an average daily flow of 288 million gallons of crystal clear fresh water with a temperature of 58 degrees Fahrenheit. And with water so blue, it looks like the Caribbean. The only other natural spring as large in the U.S. is Florida's Silver Springs. And actually, in this whole area, within the national park, there are 3 of the largest natural springs in the U.S. The spring is an awesome geologic wonder with underground passages that carry water to the spring from up to 45 miles away. The color in the water comes from dissolved limestone. Walking over to where the spring boil is, looks like there's a little cave, so we'll go and explore that. There are hundreds of caves, sinkholes, and streams that contribute to the underground network that comprise Big Spring here in the Ozarks National Scenic Riverway. The riverway has 134 miles of clear spring fed by streams and rivers to explore hundreds of caves and such beautiful forested areas. The campground lies alongside the Cutrent River. The bedrock is dolomite, sandstone, and chert, and knobs of volcanic rhyolite. Okay, so I'm at the campground. There's 229 sites here. It's a really large campground, very beautiful, grassy areas, clean. So I'm going to get my campsite all set up, my tent and my stove, and I'll get back with you. So here's what the campground looks like. Got a fire ring, picnic table, really large grassy area for putting my tent. All finished with dinner, so it's time to go for a walk and explore the Cutrent River area of the campground. The campground is along the Cutrent River, which is simply beautiful and pristine, and is a spring-fed river that actually continues flowing through the Ozark foothills here in southern Missouri and on into Arkansas. Something that is very unique to the Ozark National scenic riverways is that it is the first national park in the U.S. that was established to protect a river system. The river eventually flows through a series of tributaries and on into the mighty Mississippi. This would be a great place to come back to again in the future for a kayak float trip. There's enough parking here to park your car. You can tube, kayak, canoe, and swim. Looks like the river is low because a lot of the shoreline was rocky. So this is a gorgeous campground. Big campsites. Lots of open space, grassy areas for picnics and day use. There's a pavilion, nice for a family reunion. And so this was quite a surprise. So as I was driving from Colorado to Kansas and then to Missouri, I believe a little small town along the highway, which was the old Santa Fe Trail in Colorado, I stopped when I saw a sign for a bookstore, and it was called Chandler and Fable, Candles and Books. So this is their little logo. I had to stop because I love books. I bought my national park passport book for putting my stamps, and then the other book that I bought is called Myths of Geography. I like unusual books. I like maps and I like geography. So this is right up my alley. And this is written by Paul Richardson, 8 Ways We Get the World Wrong. So kind of the history of maps and how maps have evolved through the centuries. Can't wait to start reading it. So in my new book, The Myths of Geography, some of the chapters are called Imagined Geographies, The Myth of the Continents, The Myth of the Border, The Myth of the Nation, The Myth of Sovereignty, The Myth of Measuring Growth, Health, Wealth, or Happiness. Another chapter is titled The Myth of Russian Expansionism, The Myth of China's New Silk Road, Why All Roads Do Not Lead to China, The Myth that Africa is Doomed to Fail, and then conclusion, Beyond Myths, A New World Geography. So this ought to be a really great book to read.